Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm back after a long hiatus during the holiday season, and welcome back to Cloudology. So, in today's video is going to be a quick hit video. We're going to talk about how to optimize cloud costs on Google Cloud platforms specifically. Now, this might be applicable to AWS or Microsoft Azure, maybe Alibaba Cloud. I would assume so. But as you guys know, if you're a small business owner or maybe a Web3 startup, for example, or you're a cloud engineer, you know that cloud is pretty much the way to go. That's what everyone's using. That's what everyone's probably going to be using for the foreseeable future at the very least. So it can be a powerful tool to help you leverage starting that business, starting that Web3 company, whatever the case may be. But there's a problem with that. With the various options and configurations available in GCP and multiple other cloud platforms or cloud providers, it can be kind of challenging to know how to optimize your costs on that. And quite frankly, it's probably one of the biggest pain points for most new businesses that have a lot of resource demands. So, let's dive in and explore some strategies for reducing your infrastructure costs on GCP. So, first, disclaimer, it's important to understand that your costs on GCP specifically will depend on the resources you use and the pricing options you choose. But here are a few ways that you can save some money on GCP. So, number one, which quite frankly is probably the most underutilized one, is choosing the right pricing option. So, GCP offers several pricing options, including per second billing, which is the most common, committed use discounts, and sustained use discounts. By understanding your workload and choosing the right pricing option, you can save significantly on your cloud costs. Cloud costs. So, an example: if a company that has a workload with predictable usage patterns might benefit from sustained use discounts offered by GCP. By committing to using a certain number of resources for a longer period of time, they can save up to 30% on their cloud costs as compared to like per second billing, for example. um, Number two is probably the most prominent way of saving money on cloud is managing your resources. So this is probably one of the most commonly used and the easiest ways to reduce your infrastructure costs is to make sure you're not paying for resources that you're not using, guys. This includes, shutting down VMs, deleting unnecessary resources that you aren't using, and also utilizing auto scaling for resources based on your usages. So, for example, a company that might have like seasonal traffic, for example, seasonal usage spikes in traffic. You can use auto scaling to add and remove resources as you need. This can kind of help avoid paying for excess capacity during non-peak times, and it also ensures that your website remains responsive during those peak times of traffic. Number three, utilizing free tiers and credits. Now, this more focuses on like startups or people that are new to using cloud platforms in general. So GCP offers free tiers for many of its services as well as credits for new users. Take advantage of these, guys. These offers reduce your costs during the initial startup phases and can reduce the pain when you require a lot of demand from your application right off the get-go. So an example of that is like, a Web3 startup that's just getting started with GCP. You can kind of take advantage of these free tiers and credits offered by the platform itself. Um, and this can kind of help reduce your costs as you build and test your applications. So that's a big one for Web3 because I know you guys are super resource heavy and not necessarily the most efficient at first. So take advantage of those free tiers. Uh, Another option which you can do, which is option number four, is leveraging open source technologies. So many open source technologies are available on GCP, which can help you save money on proprietary software licenses. So, for example, if you're building a big data analytics pipeline, you can use tools like Apache Beam or Apache Spark on GCP rather than purchasing proprietary software licenses. And this can save you some money on software costs while still providing you the functionality that you need to run your pipeline. So, number five, and probably The biggest thing you can do is you can work with a partner. Partnering with a cloud consulting firm can help you optimize your costs on GCP. A consultant can review your current setup and suggest changes to help you save money on your cloud environment. So, for example, if you're not sure on how to optimize your cloud costs, or you're new to cloud, or you don't know anything about cloud and you're just a developer or a Web3 company and you're kind of, you know, this is your first at bat, you can work with with a cloud consulting partner, such as myself. And what I can do is I can review your current setup and make recommendations on how to reduce costs, such as using the right pricing options, managing your resources, and leveraging open source tools even. So by following some of these loose guidelines and strategies, you can significantly reduce your costs on GCP and get a little bit more value for your investment in the cloud, because it is an investment, guys. And with that being said, I know it's a real short one today, but thank you for watching. If you have any questions about optimizing your cloud costs on GCP, leave a comment below or contact me at cody@cloudology.dev. That information is in my description below, so go ahead and check me out. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips and tricks on cloud computing. With that being said, guys, you guys have a good week. Catch y'all next week.